Dye-on cold water dye is used by hand in cold water and is perfect for dyeing and rejuvenating smaller items. Cold water dye is also ideal for craft projects such as tie-dye, dip dye and batik. Cold water dye is suitable for dyeing cotton, linen and viscose with lighter shades on wool and silk. Lighter shades will also result on mixtures of these fabrics with synthetics such as polyester, acrylic and nylon. Do not dye 100% synthetics. One tin will dye up to 250 grams or 8 ounces of dry weight fabric, enough for a large t-shirt. 125 grams or 4 ounces of salt and 1 sachet of cold fix is required per tin of dye. If using more than 1 tin of dye, then increase the quantity of salt, fix and water in proportion to the number of tins of dye used. Important. Permanent results can only be achieved when used in conjunction with dye-on cold fix, except when dyeing wool, when you should use 375 ml or 13 fluid ounces of vinegar instead of fix and salt, and dye with the hottest tap water. How to use cold water dye. All you need is some scales, a large bowl, a measuring jug, a pair of rubber gloves, a plastic spoon, 125 grams or 4 ounces of salt and a sachet of cold fix. Wash fabric thoroughly and leave damp. Fill a bowl with enough cold water to cover the item. Wearing rubber gloves, dissolve the dye in 500 ml or 1 pint of hottest tap water and add this to the bowl. Dissolve 125 grams or 4 ounces of salt and 1 sachet of cold dye fix in hottest tap water and then add this to the bowl. Add damp, unfolded item and dye for 1 hour. Agitate continuously for the first 10 minutes and then occasionally. Rinse in cold water until it runs clear, then wash as usual. Wash separately for the first couple of washes. Final colour depends on the type of fabric you are dyeing. Always check that the dye you choose is suitable for your chosen fabric. Cold water dye is suitable for dyeing cotton, linen and viscose with lighter shades on wool and silk. Lighter shades will also result on mixtures of these fabrics with synthetics such as polyester, acrylic and nylon. Do not dye 100% synthetics. The weight of the fabric when dry. Always weigh the article to be dyed. Dyeing smaller or larger amounts of fabric than recommended per pack will give stronger or lighter shades respectively. The original colour of the fabric. Remember that the colour mixing rules apply when dyeing. For example, blue dye on yellow fabric will give green. The colour on the pack indicates the colour you will achieve on white cotton. Fabric colour stripper can be used to remove the original colour from the fabric, making it suitable for re-dyeing to a different colour. Always check the garment label for the fabric type and special care instructions. Special finishes such as dry clean only, flame retardant or waterproof will not dye, as the finish prevents the dye from being absorbed. Always wash items before dyeing, even if new, to remove any hidden dressings or stains. Dyeing may not cover up stains, faded areas or bleach marks. Patterns will not be covered up by dyeing. Check how much salt is required for the dyeing process. Different dyes require different amounts. Always wear rubber gloves.